That was Tim. That was him in reference to me.
Yes, it's literally gluten-free water that'll F you up.
Right. Dude, there's one part of the video and he's like, ingredients, alcohol, fruit, and my dick.
You cheers to that. Drink up.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
It killed me.
Ooh.
You gotta watch that video, J Mike. That shit's hilarious. The White Claw video is hilarious.
It's good.
That dude, he's standing on his balcony drinking White Claw. And he's like, "What a great morning to not have a job." And I'm like,
kind of. Wait, what is it? Like an internet show or what is it?
no, it's just some like dude that like got famous on Instagram or whatever, and so
For making fun of White Claws?
no, like
That's
he
what it
just,
feels like.
he's definitely making fun of White Claws.
Listen, White Claws are still delicious. No matter.
He's acting like he's talking to somebody, and he's like, "You've been clean and sober for 12 months. These are clean and sober."
Hey, out here hating.
Everybody's hating.
Holy
Nothing wrong with a little Truly or White Claw.
To my knowledge, we've been calling them poolies.
I like it.
And just like that, the episode is named.
Poolies.
There you go.
It's gluten free. That'll get you fucked up.
Not chlorine free.
That's cool.
Not chlorine free. We already lost someone, and I was
He's going to get more Trulies.
totally scared that there was way more talk happening in the background. It turns out we had one more viewer than we should have because I was watching the open bar on YouTube live Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern. Oh my god!
Me too.
What's
I thought I had a little Arnold. Welcome to the open bar.
Oh my god!
What was in those chicken wings, bro?
He didn't tell you.
I feel like
Sprinkled cocaine. He sprinkled cocaine on the bread.
The air fryer was laced with cocaine. Oh my gosh.
That was meant for somebody else.
I'm finding the closest Costco to me, and I'm buying an air fryer from Costco. Whatever they did to those wings was amazing.
The open bar tonight, sponsored by I don't know the fucking name, so I'm just gonna call it air fryer. Sponsored by air fryers. All right, you put your takes in the air fryer. We'll pump them out all crispy and ready to go. This is the open bar. We're here, baby. It's 9:30 Eastern ish, man. Holy cow! Holy mackerel! Golly gee days. Hey, J Mike, how are you, my friend?
Listen, we have to get right into this.
What?
This can't delay. We can't delay.
All right.
Already, and this is a special treat for everyone. Obviously, if you're listening to this in podcast form, we appreciate you. Thank you so much with whatever the podcast app that you're on. But as far as what's about to happen, I think this has to happen now, Gabe. We can't delay. You just talked about your air fryer. You just talked about the delicious chicken wings you just had. And I think it's time.
We're live.
It's time to kick off Mocktober with a draft. And not just any draft. I'm talking chicken wing flavor draft.
Okay.
It can be dry rub. It can be sauce. You can name the place, whatever you need to do. But we'll actually work opposite of what the screen says. Frank, you got the 101, 2 Drink, 102, G Money, 103.
Ooh.
I want to call you Matt Gardner Minshew and Shaw, but Minshew Minshaw at 104 and myself at 105. Frank, kick us off something proper.
All right. I'm going with Gabe. I'm talking. I'm going with my favorite my go-to when I go out to watch the games with my buddies. I'm going with Hooters 3 Mile. It's delicious. It's got the right kick. It's everything that you want in a wing sauce, and plus you get to look at girls all day while you're eating them. So,
what can you elaborate on the 3 Mile thing? Does that have anything to do with the women?
Probably, but that's what they call it, and it's really hot. So,
okay, so it is hot though.
Yeah,
how does it compare?
If we were gonna put it on the Fuego scale, it would be 4 Fuegos.
Ooh, 4 Fuegos out of how what is there?
Right.
I don't know the Fuegos.
I don't-
out of how many?
I don't know how many Fuegos are on the scale, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go with a 4.
Okay,
We'll say 4 out of 5.
undetermined. Right.
4 out of 5.
bro.
Let's go to 4.
I do not know your own scale.
It's not my scale anymore. I gave it up.
Weird. All right. I'm up now. That's me.
To my knowledge, J Mike's not with us anymore. I don't know what happened to him.
He knew he was going 5th and had no chance.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving."
Gabe,
Yeah.
before I answer,
Curious.
what were the kind you were eating before we got going?
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, that was a
Nice
real
try.
quick, little.
Nice try, Bucko.
A couple different ways here. I can go. One's gonna make it back to me.
You think?
I'm not worried about you. You said something crazy earlier and then left. Let's just go honey barbecue right off the jump. So I'm gonna set off my draft right.
that would have fell back to you.
That's like a
That's a boring
negative
102.
3 on the Fuego scale.
Yeah,
Honey
Frank's scale
barbecue.
is fucking shitty. So yeah, honey barbecue. That's perfect with beer. That's a money spot.
All right.
I'm pissed. I didn't. I definitely could have waited because you guys are crazy. But Gabe, you're up next.
I will tell you
Yeah, let's go,
exactly
Gabe.
what in the fuck I'm eating, fellas. Y'all ready for this? Because if you're gonna have a chicken wing draft, you may as well have it with you. By the way, if y'all don't know how to eat the 2-bone wings, you take out the first bone. You don't just try to eat between.
Is that their
You-
government name, the
and-
owner?
Yeah. When I say 2, y'all say bone 2.
Boom.
Thought it was drink.
Hey, you made the joke. So you take out that first bone first, and then it just kind of press it off, pull it out, right? Pause, and then you go ahead and just get into it. Because if you leave that second bone in, then you're gonna start to look very, very weird. And the only place that you should be looking very, very weird is inside the bedroom, under the sheets. With
Need a little tongue practice every now and then.
certain shape.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Back to the wings.
Maybe
All right.
back to the wings. Anyway,
You eat like a fat guy.
My favorite, I really do. My favorite flavor of buffalo wings, and it is the 101. Y'all are both wrong on your picks. Okay, there's no way it should be actually
Just buffalo.
101 through 105 should be the same flavor and just
medium?
and then just kind of go from like mild to hot or whatever. But the flavor is buffalo. It's the hands down 101. Bill's Mafia. Stand the fuck up. Let's go.
I forgot we were playing basic. Got it.
Yeah,
Buffalo-
basic.
Buffaloes don't
Honey
even have
barbecue.
wings.
Frank, eat your Poolie or drink your Poolie. Get out of here.
Hey,
All right.
Pooley is so hilarious.
Gardner Minshew Renshaw.
I'm taking parm garlic.
Damn
Mm.
it.
From,
That's my 102. That's good.
you son of a.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fucking-
At the 104, Renshaw gets the 101.
How do I leave?
You've upset him so.
I told him it wasn't getting back to him.
Just when I thought
I
I
don't know
liked you, Renshaw.
You don't like the
sorry.
flavor, or you just mad because you didn't get back to you?
Because it didn't get back to me. I don't like Renshaw
Gotcha.
anymore.
I told you it
All right.
wasn't going to get back to you.
It was short lived. You didn't lie. That's fair. I'll learn to
told you
listen to
straight
you
up.
more.
I told you.
He
I was about
doesn't,
to
he doesn't
punch you in
lie
the-
when he tells the truth.
All right. I guess I will. I guess
Wait,
I'll do a little something.
Did Gabe gets all the heatness flavor there? Is that kind of what he took? Just from
No, it's just classic buffalo. It's a flavor. What do you mean?
I don't know, like a heat level. You're buffalo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to get specific, sure. But
No, I see what you're doing. You're like, I'm just gonna capitalize this whole thing. Fair enough.
It sounds like it. It sounds like that's exactly what he did. I get the double dip here, 105 and 201, and also real quick shout out to the chat
this
already doing
draft?
work.
This is snake. This isn't linear.
Oh, come on, of course. Get out. Come.
I want
what
to
else do we have to talk
recount.
about tonight?
I want to
Just
recount.
because you blew your 101 pick doesn't mean
I didn't
you
blow the
need to
101. I got my
blow it.
favorite sauce. It's not blowing it.
You
don't like
just
it.
took Trent Richardson. You took Trent Richardson. I'm kidding. I do like that one too. That's a good one. I'm actually
What was
gonna
it? I
go with
forgot.
my. Huh?
What do you pick? I forgot.
Hooters 3 Mile.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, and also shout out to, again, as I was saying, shout out to the chat. And I was going to try to tell you this, Gabe, just in case maybe you weren't aware, even though I know you're in Austin, Texas, so I know that you know this.
Yeah.
But shout out to the big homie, FF Steal Your Girl, aka FF Trader Joe.
I like that guy.
Two bone wings, as you call them. They are commonly known as flats.
Come on now.
Just want to throw that out there.
I know. I just wanted
Just
to
put it all in your
differentiate.
mouth.
I just wanted to differentiate between the one bone and the two bone. Bone.
You would have done that if you would have said flat over drum.
You never know who you're dealing with. You just took a fucking 3 Mile as your 1-on-1.
Because it's delicious.
All right,
Have you ever had it?
It's time for the actual.
I've never
101.
been to a Hooters, bro.
Right.
No, it's time for the actual 101, and you guys are welcome in advance. At 105, I do get the greatest of all time, which is Asian Zing from B-Dubs. It is just the right amount of sweet and spicy to really satisfy the old taste buds. Big fan of Asian Zing from B-Dubs. Now, what I've also been told to start the second round here is that Wingstop is awesome, but I've never had Wingstop. Can you guys attest to whether or not Wingstop is a legit establishment in terms of wing action?
Austin seems a little far to me.
Yeah. I don't know if I would give it the awesome.
It's decent.
Never eaten at one.
Okay. Now, while I do
Wingstop,
like
not a
driving,
sponsor of the open bar.
no, not at all. If you'd like to be, holla at us. Otherwise,
Not
I'm
after
gonna
the
mention
show.
your name.
Yeah, you're decent.
I mean, yeah, hey, let's send us some free
If
ones.
it's the only wings around, yeah, I'll take it.
But at 201, I'm actually going to take another one of my favorites. Again, hot enough to make you feel something deep inside your plums,
Don't
if you
do
will.
it.
Mango habanero.
Okay.
Oh, J Mike, I thought that was gonna slip to me.
No, son. No,
J
son.
Mike, good choice, sir, because that shit is delicious.
Thank you. Asian Zing, mango habanero. I think you can just call it a championship as it is. Parmesan garlic, also really good. Honey barbecue. That was definitely going to be the 201 if it happened to fall to me 2 drinks, or I like what you did there. The draft is pretty much over at this point. So
Ooh,
Gardner Minshew Renshaw.
I'll take hot barbecue.
Hot barbecue at 202. Okay.
Hot barbecue.
Now, real quick, everybody. Are you guys
Nashville, and you have to have pickles. Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify. I need more information.
The Nashville stuff, yeah, that's a hot. Is that a
With
home
pickles.
flavor? No, I don't like pickles.
Yeah.
I'm not a wuss. I don't need anything to take the heat away. Give me all the heat you got.
What do you mean you
No
don't like
ranch,
pickles?
no blue cheese.
Pickles
I'm
aren't
not
gonna take the
fish.
heat away, bro.
No, yes, it
That's
is. It's
flavor.
a sweet, like
No,
it's
it's
kick. No,
No,
give me
it's
all
not.
the heat.
Pickles
You
not
just said no
gonna
ranch
take
and blue cheese. Fucking mute him. Gabe, you're up.
Who?
No ranch or blue cheese.
Wait,
Nope.
no
Just
blue cheese with
wing.
buffalo is great. It's a perfect pairing.
Not if your name is
Blue cheese
Renshaw,
is
apparently.
disgusting in general.
I do
You
kind
don't
of
get
agree
this
with that.
body by eating that stuff.
I would say just
Straight
the opposite, but it's a little early to be mean.
It's a little early to be mean. I think we've all kind of just dug each other's graves at this point.
I'm pretty sure
I love
It's too
everybody.
early
I'm
to
already
be
at that
like-
point, so it's cool.
That's
What
true.
was it 2 weeks ago when this show was first put together? Like,
Let's just start
it
talking
was
shit in the
too
chat.
mean then.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say hi. I just started talking shit.
It's like, oh my god, 2 drinks here too. Oh my, this is gonna be a show. Oh my gosh, that's how it started. If you guys are just curious how this show came about, it was just flames everywhere.
Everybody making
Anyway.
fun of me. That's sweet. That's a sweet intro. Let's fucking lead with that.
Gabe
Love
203.
you too, J Mike.
I didn't say those things. I'm repeating what the chat says. I'm just
Gabe, shot clock.
shot clock, Gabe.
Oh, sorry.
3 seconds.
I've been ready. I mean, I've been ready since the 103 because I knew no one would.
Moving on. No, I'm sorry.
It is just I don't know. It's not so much a flavor, so much a style, I'd say, but it is kind of it's known. It's around. It's going to be Korean. Okay. Korean style chicken wings. I couldn't say exactly what it is, but I mean, it's garlicky, it's sweet.
Some ginger. Yep.
It's the honey's got the sweet part of it, and then some, probably some Korean shit that I don't know. But man, I missed one.
That's a good one. How many am I coming back through? I get more than one more.
This is it.
Fuck. I want to change my first one. Thought I had a couple in here.
You ruined your Mocktober already.
That sounds about right. I'm gonna go Caribbean jerk and specifically Jamaican. I'm gonna pull real quick from going to Jamaica twice and having this just on the side of the fucking street that a dude cooked in a half a oil barrel. Sounds healthy, I know, but holy shit, that was amazing. So you're welcome. Like, if you go there, you should probably get chicken. That's all, you should know that, but I'm just saying, on the side of the street, hope you don't get food poisoning. I did not. You're welcome. Jamaican jerk. Winner.
Another solid pick.
And last but not least, 205, Frank.
I'm going honey garlic.
Holy favor.
You say honey garlic?
Yeah.
I don't
Frank
know that I've
lost.
even heard of it.
It's okay.
What's it taste like, Frank?
Honey and garlic.
All right. That just that explains
The
it.
name,
I appreciate
the name
that.
is perfect then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
No, it's someone that's in the story here. It's honey garlic. I just really don't know how to explain it any other way.
Honey garlic from Costco.
I just
That's his 201.
don't know
Five.
what's in it. I just can't break that down. Can we?
Ketchup. That's where it starts.
Possibly.
Mayonnaise, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. You need some white pepper.
Mhm.
I don't know what else. Whatever else is on the ingredient bottle.
Sound like some Bayou Magic or something. I'm a little nervous.
Voodoo.
Yeah,
Garlic, honey, right?
Yeah.
two great ingredients, especially for that sauce. That specific sauce is probably the 1A, 1B. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another 1A, 1B. Talk about segues, guys. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Holy cow.
Wait, you said that wrong. It's supposed to be Chris Godwin, then Mike Evans.
Well, see, the thing about I do want to talk about that. 1A and 1B does not mean that B has to be the worst of the two players.
That's exactly what that means.
Just no, it's not a way. There's not a way to distinguish two players if you think that they are equal, other than saying 1A and 1B. Right? You're not going to say ones. So,
But B immediately puts him behind.
Yeah, he's
You can't
automatically
go
worse.
AA.
it's
Still doesn't
disrespectful.
matter.
We gotta make people understand that that's not what it
You
means.
could go A squared.
Evans
And
is
he'd still
one.
be worse.
I want it fucking 2 or 5. I don't care. Like, it's not the same.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all Godwins? Really? All of you? There's an yeah. Thank you.
Nope.
All right,
No,
Rico, I'm back
give
to
me
like
Evans.
Hey, hold up.
All
We're
right,
best
yeah,
friends again.
I'll share my Parmesan garlic with you.
We're best friends again. Oh,
Yeah, not with you. Fuck off.
I don't
We
know.
came on.
Cool.
We went to
Good.
some
Can't even
podcast
shave your
2 weeks
beard.
ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know when. Who said to shave my beard?
No.
No, I didn't shave my
No.
beard.
We were
Like they
making-
wanted me to.
No.
They tried to peer pressure me into shaving my beard, and I wasn't.
We were
doing
making
it.
fun of Frank again.
Oh man.
You missed it.
man.
We'll,
You can
we'll
get
get
in
you
on
on
it
the
if
next
you
one.
want, Gabe.
All right.
Yeah.
The next one.
I'm cool. No, J Mike. No, J Mike. Did you just put
Listen,
that up,
that's-
J Mike? Was that you?
That's what Timmy said.
I know
Don't
what
blame
Timmy
me.
is saying.
Ooh.
Timmy.
If you say 1A and 1B, 1B is automatically the worst person. So like,
Why would you not just say fucking 1 and 2 then? What
Well, I don't know. You're
I
the one that
tried
said
to
1A
do
and
that,
1B.
and then you got pissed
I'm
at
trying
me.
to I'm arguing a point that people are making on Twitter that 1A and 1B, like that B is less than A.
It is.
Correct.
There's the whole reason of you saying 1A and 1B is that you
It's
think
not-
that they're fucking
It's not.
equal.
It's not the BACs. It's the ABCs. Like
I'm very fucking familiar with the alphabet. 1A and 1B, you put them in a category
He's
of
a teacher.
it's just. It's not the same. Your 1B is going to be the worst guy, which
I
is Mike
hate that I
Evans.
agree with Frank right now. I don't know.
So
what to do about
anyway, the 1A and 1B of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, fucking Chris Evans. What are we doing with them?
What if
Yeah,
you
you
call
couldn't- you
one
couldn't
wide
stop me
receiver
with that
one
one,
and you call the
motherfuckers.
other one wide receiver A? Can you do that?
Can you do
it.
what?
1 and A. Fuck yeah. Is that what he said?
1
I
and
like
A.
it.
Yeah,
Mike
wide
Evans is
receiver
wide
one.
receiver 1. Chris Godwin is wide receiver A.
That's
By the way,
I
I'm
like
still
it.
going to 1 before A.
yeah,
Just-
I know that. I knew that would. I knew that was
me, me too.
Yeah, numbers before letters. Let's get that right first. All right?
See, I mean, and what's funny about that, Gabe, is as we nitpick letters and numbers and which one actually comes first.
Only with the teacher.
Only. Do you guys know where they stand overall for the year when it comes to points per game? Not total points per game.
Yes.
No, I have no idea.
You're going to tell me.
I have
am
their
gonna tell
stats.
B
you.
is before A right
I
now.
already saw it today, so I'm not gonna participate.
What did she
Okay.
And I don't fucking want to.
Well, excuse me, sir. Someone you pissed in your 1A bowl of Wheaties this morning, bucko.
And it got air fried.
I tell you to grab the 1B
that's
bowl of
all
Wheaties,
fucked
but
up.
it's just not as good.
It's really not.
So Chris
Better
Godwin,
be, right?
Chris Godwin is averaging 22.2 points per game on 33 total targets, 26 receptions. And one Mike Evans is the number 6 receiver at 19.7 points per game, 35
nice.
targets. So if he's still, and I'm not sure how you guys quantify this, but if you're talking about via targets, Mike Evans is still the A in targets, while
1.
Chris Godwin is currently the 1 in fantasy points.
You got
Here's the problem, J. Mike. It's Jameis Winston's behind center. Like,
No, fuck that. If we have 2 wide receiver 1s, then why isn't Winston good? Because he's the one producing it. We're not seeing Fitz come in like it was last year. Why are we shitting on Jameis then? I know it looks bad, but if he's producing 2 wide receiver 1s, show the man some respect. Who
I'm
else
not
is
going to
doing
show
that?
him.
Who else is
I'm
doing
not going
that?
to show him any respect.
What
I'm
other
not.
quarterback is doing that?
He's
Oh,
showing.
wait,
He's
don't worry.
producing 2 wide receiver 1s because he had one that had a 41-point game and one that had a 42-point game.
I
A
get
45
that
point
it's
game.
early. I get it's 4 weeks in, but I'm not saying it's looked pretty at all. But you can't produce 2 wide receiver 1s and be shitty for fantasy. It's just not fucking possible.
Yes,
Maybe it took Winston a couple weeks to just figure out Arians.
Thank you.
Is that not like
Look,
a
don't get me
possibility?
wrong.
Winston's still going to
He-
throw picks. We got it, right? Like,
he
I
looked-
get that. 20.
Yeah, he did late in the game.
Low. Right.
He looked good. Like he's looked good so far in Arian's system. But I just, I
would
just
say
feel
that's
like
questionable.
I
Like,
just
but
feel
still,
like that Winston where he's going to throw 16 interceptions and fumble the ball 42 times is still there. Like it's still the same person.
I just told you he's going to throw 20. I get it.
Yeah.
If the Bucks go 8-8 or 9-7, is that enough for them to keep with Winston?
I don't think so.
What
You
about
don't think it's
money
already
on-
been decided? that
Even
they're keeping
money,
Winston?
I think he stays at even.
Yeah,
at
that's
even.
where I'm at.
If they're 8-8 and it's 1 year into Arian's system and you have these young pieces to build around, you Jameis isn't collecting top dollar like these next quarterbacks are doing on every contract. We all know he's not in that mix. So could they even sign him for a shorter deal with less money and kind of see how this works through?
I want to see him do it over a couple weeks because
a 2-year or a tag?
I want to see Winston
Right,
keep this up. Let's see Winston keep
Sure.
this up. Because
If you
Mariota
wanna
had a
Take
great
advantage
game.
of the
problem.
market if you wait on it. You can do it right
Where's-
now and still get it for a discount.
Who's coming in? Who are you replacing Winston with? You gonna go with a rookie?
Ooh, talk
Right,
about
You
it.
gonna go with Cam Newton?
I don't know. Minshew,
Big
nobody
Ben?
knew who the fuck he was before Nick Foles got hurt. Dude comes in and tears it up. It's
I think Gabe knew.
partially true. Most people didn't know who he was. Now they're just
There.
I choose you.
Obsessed. They're just obsessed with the mustache
Killed
now. But like
Shorts are pretty
we've
cool.
seen Winston over 4 years. Like yeah, he's had
I don't know
2
where my
good
shorts
games.
are.
So what? He's had 2 good games. Mariota had a good game last week. I mean, guys have good. Flacco has a good game once in a while. That doesn't mean they're great.
Dude, I saw a fucking poll
Well,
today
Flacco's
that
won a
had
Super Bowl.
Darnold and fucking was it Minshew are the same? And Dynasty. Really? Is that where we're at? Jacksonville? Shoeval? Is that for real?
Shoeval. That's the first I've heard of that. I like that one. Did you come up with that by
What the
yourself?
fuck?
Where have you
Frank.
been, Frank?
Oh my!
Frank,
Oh,
Frank,
Amateur
Frank,
hour?
Frank.
You
That
should have
is
booted
a-
this fucker a long
That's
That
the
is
time
first
ago.
time I've heard
3-mile.
Shoeval.
Mute
That is
this
a
fucker.
3-mile
Come on,
miss,
man.
Bucko.
Can I mute,
All right.
mute him?
Dude,
Doesn't work. I try.
Listen, we get it. We get it. You've been off Twitter for a while.
I
You've
have been off Twitter for a
tweeting,
while.
Doing
That's true.
that's
Well, let's
That-
break it
that
down
is-
for him, J. Mike. I'm
Uh,
serious.
so-
I'm serious.
I don't even know where to start with it. You can probably tell it better than I can.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, Jacksonville is in a place called.
I get
Duval.
the. I don't need you to break break it down. I just haven't heard it. I get it. It's Minshew and Duval. I got the. Thank you.
I don't know when it started. J. Mike texted me, and I said, you need to go and tag the Jaguars. And I said, wait, let's put it on a T-shirt first.
Let's copyright it and get all the trademarks.
And that didn't work. But anyway, a little plug for us. It is on our store, theopenbar.storenvy.com. Got some women's shirts up there as well. Shoe Vol, baby. Shoe Vol. All credit to J Mike for that one.
I don't know about
What are they doing
that.
with Foles?
Is
Foles done?
question.
Do you
No.
trade
I
Foles?
can drive this bus
Do you trade Foles?
to Tampa.
I don't know who you.
Hey,
I don't know who
hear
you
that.
trade him to. I don't know who you would trade him to, but I feel like Foles is just like him and Josh Rosen are in the same boat here. Like Rosen's getting shipped. There's no doubt about it. They're taking Tua, or you know what I mean. Like Rosen's going to do the same thing he did last offseason. But
You mean in the offseason he gets traded this upcoming 2020 year or before that?
Foles, I would think you'd have to wait till 2020 because of his collarbone. He's not going to be back to like what, week 11.
I'm sorry.
So-
I meant Rosen.
Oh no, Rosen will get traded in the offseason again, I think, or on draft night like he did last year. Which I feel horrible for the guy, and his confidence has to be like completely shot. But they're tanking for Tua if that's not clear. You know what I mean? Like they're doing everything they can to go on 16.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is there's one guy who's a fringe QB1 right now, and his name's not Nick Foles. His name is Gardner Minshew. And we have to address the elephant in the room. Who is going to run the organization after Minshew takes the Jaguars to the Super Bowl? That's what I really
Jeez.
everyone.
You know what they should
retires
do?
from the greatest season ever.
This is straight off. This is straight off the Fuego Dome. Trade Foles to Cincinnati and get AJ Green. You don't have a true wide receiver one over there in Jacksonville.
Why would Cincinnati make that trade?
Excuse me.
Right.
What?
And DJ Shark. Swags would be pissed if I didn't at least say that name once.
I believe we have a 1A, 1B, 1C.
Shout out to DFF WAG.
Whack.
I mean, can Cincinnati really trust Andy Dalton? I mean, Foles has won a Super Bowl. You know,
Don't let him get off a Shoeville that easy though. Hold
They're
on.
gonna finish bottom 5. Why wouldn't they just take a quarterback? Why would they trade for Foles and that big contract? They can have a rookie on a small contract or trade AJ Green for Foles. That doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, they have a lot of other holes, and if they can get Foles to fill in for a couple of years, I mean, Cincinnati's got more than
So
just
trade AJ Green for a pick.
What's the number that Minshew has to get to for Foles doesn't come back? Because let's start there for a minute. I think y'all a little ahead of yourself anyway.
7-9, 8-8.
But so Foles, was it?
He's gonna make 8
9?
starts, right?
Week 9, but your buys in week 10. So we're talking about Foles in 11 is my guess, right?
I don't see him bringing him back this year.
That's the earliest he can come back.
Correct.
But if the Jaguars go into week 11 as a best case scenario 7-2, you know, maybe a 6-4, 6-3, or a I don't know, a 5-4. I mean, is that enough? Because I think it is. Like, I don't understand why you would even put a franchise QB, in quotes, franchise QB in there if you may already kind of have it. If you're above 500, that's, I mean, exactly what you want.
Yeah, I think it has a lot. Yeah, and to drink, to answer your question, I think it has a lot less to do with the record, and it has everything to do with the fact that if you get off of Nick Foles next year in 2020, there is a $33.8 million dead cap.
So you're locked in the year after,
my friends, is the definition of prohibitive. So, yeah.
And on the flip side, if they are bad, if they lose the next 5, like they might appear to be out of playoff contention, and I don't
still not bring Foles in.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if you said that deliberately, Frank. I think you did, but I don't think that Foles comes in whatsoever this year at all.
Yeah, but you got to look at the schedule. So they play the Panthers this week, right? Then they play the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers could go either way. Saints,
Yep.
I'm a Saints fan. I'm not going to say they're going to beat us, but they're going to play the Bengals, the Jets, and the Texans. Well, the Texans, unless they fix their O-line,
Should have beat the Texans the first time.
right?
Correct.
So
And then
you're looking at 6-3 going into their bye. Do you really let Foles come back in if Minshew's got this team at 6-3?
No. That's what I was saying. I was asking what the number was.
And then if it's
And
3-6,
I like
you
what
let
Gabe
Foles,
said the other
like-
way. Sure. What does it matter at that point?
do they have to be 5-4 with like on the fringe of the playoffs to let Foles come back in and see what he can do? Like Minshew's playing great and they're winning some, they're losing some. Like I feel like it's got to be like that gray area where you don't know what the team's going to do. Like either they're a playoff contender or they're out the playoffs. Either one of those, I think Minshew stays. If it's that gray area and they think that Foles could come in and give them that extra kick to get into the playoffs, they bring him back. Other than that, I don't see him playing the rest of this year.
All right, then. So everybody believes Minshew's playing the rest of this year, maybe somehow trying to take Foles' job. What are you paying for him in Superflex?
Yeah. That's why we're here.
I feel like that's why I'm here.
2020 second currently.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't think I would sell for that. I'd buy for that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, that what
He
you just
asked
said.
what I would give.
Right. I think, but and I can't remember who says this. To drink.
Why am I getting
any quarterback in Superflex is going to be worth a first if he's starting? Is that basically the baseline?
I mean, it should be, and if you believe in him, like I feel like everybody said here. So one way or another, he's either starting because the team is good when Foles comes back, or he's starting because the team is bad. And if we look at how he's played, if it's playing bad, it's probably not really because of him, right? And how this offense has moved. We haven't really seen Dede even really highlighted outside of like one catch in one of those games. You know what I mean? I know Fournette had that crazy rushing game, career high 225 or whatever, but
That's that LSU boy tearing it up, DJ.
We haven't seen hush it for a second. We haven't even seen him, utilize him in the passing game like he should. You absolutely should have to pay at least a first for that. And now you're talking about, am I jumping on a starting team's quarterback in Superflex for what is the next 4 years? Because Minshew doesn't have that 5th-year option, not being drafted in the first, but they own his rights for the next 4 years. I mean, if he continues on that, obviously they would try to extend him before it got to that point. So it's absolutely worth the first if you believe in Minshew, and that's where you have to put yourself at.
Okay, so let's ask that. Do you believe in him after this year?
I believe in him this year. And if I need to go get it, and that's the price to pay.
See, so this is when we talked, a month ago or whatever it was, before the season started. It was right after Luck retired when you came on the pod.
Yep.
And you said, I'm giving $100 in Scott Fishbowl for Brissett because
I did.
And so did I.
Yep.
And it's been perfect for me because
only quarterback threw 2 touchdowns in every game this year.
Right. And Baker's been iffy. So it's been great that I got Brissett. But what I'm saying is right now, currently today, I would still give a first for Brissett because I believe that he's going to be their quarterback for the future because he's playing very well.
Okay.
I don't know if I could do that for Minshew because I don't know if he's even going to be there next year. Or if he is there, he's the backup. And they just stick with Foles because, like J-Mike said,
they owe him the money either way.
Yeah. Which somebody, Super Duper Flex in the chat said it's $12.5 million. I don't, as June 1st that they cut him, but why would you cut Foles? And
because 12.5 is way different than 33.
I understand that, but how many good backup quarterbacks are there? I mean, look at the
just got Minshew in the 5th. They feel like they hit gold. Fucking do it again. Grab another one in next year's quarterback.
Yeah, well, they thought they hit gold.
Doesn't matter.
They thought they had
Minshew's your guy. I'm not paying an extra $20 million to keep Foles as my backup.
I agree, but look at the Saints,
right? Which is why you paid Teddy's the most ever as a backup, and that's at $7 million, not 33 like the Jags are going to.
He hasn't been playing that.
Believe in Minshew that way.
Teddy hasn't won us these last 2 games. It's been the defense and the special teams. The last 2
didn't even say that.
Yeah, but Teddy hasn't lost you those games either.
He hasn't. Correct. And
show the man a little respect, Teddy Tripod.
My thing is, I don't know if Minshew. I believe in him. I think he's a great quarterback, but I don't think he. I can't give up a first because I don't know if he's going to be there next year starting.
Right, and that's what I said. He's worth a first if you believe it. Right, that's where you have to set the line. I don't think you. I find it hard to believe in a super flex that many people are going to give that up for just a second straight up. Not going to get a player or something like that because I might as well sit on it and write it out because he's been better than Aaron Rodgers at this point during the season. I mean,
well, Aaron Rodgers
give him a little respect for that. Right, but just name alone, like you drafted Rodgers, even if you waited late, you drafted him way earlier than Minshew, right? You didn't fucking draft Minshew.
And to your point too, Drink, I think it's one of those things where if you are trading for Minshew or someone like Minshew, likely if you are going to try to get him, you can try to throw a bunch of randomness at it, right? So, hey, what if I throw you 2 seconds? 20 seconds?
Yeah, I'm definitely not starting at it first. Hell no.
Right.
Yeah,
But if you have to land on a first, like if you're willing to get to that point to even pay it, then what you're saying is your team is basically all but set for a title run.
I feel like I'm giving you like the 10, 11, 12 pick at worst. I mean,
right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
What about Minshew for Gardner in a second? How you feel that?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah. I feel a lot better about that.
Minshew for what?
Or a first for Minshew in a second. Well, that's the same person.
I knew what you were
trying to do that.
Shoe ball.
Yeah.
Go shoe.
Yeah, but you said Minshew for Gardner.
For Minshew in a second. Yeah.
You know what I fucking meant. J-Mike Happy. I'm talking to him.
I was just asking what the trade was.
See though,
Minshew.
If I'm the Minshew
second
owner
or a first, I think I got it right.
Owner, I'm not selling him for that.
Did you just get done shitting on him?
I'm not shitting on him. I'm not shitting on him. I'm saying he asked what I would buy it for is 2022nd is what I would pay.
Understandable.
But you
If
wouldn't
I'm
sell
I'm gonna
Minshew in a
give you a
second for a
first.
first.
No. I would want more. Maybe a first and
I want it all.
The math teacher needs to help him. That's something
Yeah.
computing.
Minshew.
All right.
Would the Duval boys do that?
I want the Minshew side. Yeah, I want the Minshew side.
Yeah. Okay.
In the chat, this is a little bit of fun. You guys tell me. And these are both Superflex leagues. Looks like FF Steal Your Girl, aka FF Trader Joe, says he bought Minshew and a 21-second for Mark Ingram. Thoughts? Which side would you rather have? Minshew and a 2021 second for Mark Ingram, not to be confused with Evan Ingram.
This is in Superflex.
So Minshew for Ingram.
Indeed. So Superflex.
I would imagine that Trader Joe, he's a smart fellow.
I need a
that
quarterback and have
exactly
RB depth. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, didn't exactly need Ingram and possibly wanted some quarterback depth or just looking into next year, whatever. I mean, even from a value standpoint in a vacuum, I still think Minshew in a second is the side.
Okay.
Good job, Trader Joe.
I would say I would say Minshew in the 21st second is a side I would want. Just in a super flex, quarterbacks are so much more valuable than Mark Ingram. Like plain and simple.
Mark Ingram's an RB1 right now.
Ingram's killing it.
I was gonna say that's a fair trade if I'm looking at it. I mean,
I'm not saying
it kind of depends on your team. If you've got the depth, go get Minshew.
How long is Ingram going to be an RB1? And if you believe in Minshew, like we were saying earlier, and
Ingram's on a team that runs the ball a lot. I mean,
and he's got a lot of mileage on those legs.
Not really.
And they got
like another guy that's 30. I don't know. I don't mind that. I love some Ingram this year, at least the rest of this year.
I just want to give you guys a quick heads up. When you look behind the numbers with Ingram this year in PPR leagues, he's got 2 weeks where he's an RB1, and he's got 2 weeks where he's 30 or worse at RB. Just to give you.
The Ravens are 2-2.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Another trade here. This is from the big homie Bill McCarthy, aka Super Duper Flex himself. He traded Minshew for DK Metcalf tonight in a 12-team Super Flex. So, what many consider to be an early to mid first in the 2019 draft versus Gardner Minshew.
That you maybe drafted in the 4th or 5th, even in Super Flex.
Right.
But Metcalf's done not a whole lot for you yet. I don't mind it.
Which side would you rather have, though? Even if you don't mind it, which side would you rather take?
I'd rather have Minshew.
I'd rather Minshew.
I think Minshew is worth a little more. If I have, if Minshew's like my 5th quarterback because I drafted well and then ended up with him on waivers like most did, I don't have a problem getting DK Metcalf to kind of help that out. I think value I should lean to Minshew a little bit though. Maybe you get a little juice added, or should have got a little juice added to Metcalf at this point.
I'm curious where you stand, Gabe. Where do you lean there?
Minshew mania, Shoeball is real.
It was Gardner Minshew or DK Metcalf, 12-team Super Flex.
Oh shit! Is Jake in the chat? Where's Jake?
That's what I thought. I thought I heard DK and I thought Jake Anderson.
Jake?
You might have caught a break. You might be away for the moment.
Minshew for DK and Superflex?
Yes.
Shit. It might depend on the QB situation, but I might even lean DK on that one.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, to drink, one of the game that Ingram had the 3 touchdowns, they lost. Like the one he scored the most fantasy points, they lost. So you saying that they're 2-2? But that trade, it just depends. Like, say you have Adams, AJ Green, and Edelman that you drafted, like, and you need wide receiver help, and you got Minshew off the waivers. Like, some of these, it's always team based, in my opinion.
Right, but you don't get out that easy. Pick one.
I would probably lean DK because I believe he's going to be playing longer this season.
Right.
So
very good.
Yeah, I think there's a bit. I mean, they've both only played 4 games, but for whatever reason, there might be a little bit more certainty in DK because of the draft capital, because they're already trusting him on the field as opposite of Lockett. Certainly not a 1B, but he's beginning to get some respect for sure. But that might change here in a few weeks when we have that Minshew Foles conversation and back and forth in Jacksonville, because I'm very, very curious what happens regardless of their record.
Speaking of, though, get rid of Will Dissly now, because when that switch happens to where all those targets are going to DK, Dissly's probably null and void in my opinion. It's going to come when DK and Russ get that connection, and he just starts going. Besides when he doesn't throw it to Lockett for 16 targets or 17 targets a game, he's going to throw it to DK.
Oh no, dog.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm going to take the opposite of what you just said.
Yeah.
I don't dispute the fact that Metcalf probably eats into the target count. I mean, that's probably fair. But man, Dissly
They
right
play
now,
Arizona again.
Tight end
Right.
6. I don't know.
So I'm gonna throw it back just for a second and see what you guys think about this one. It's only a 10-team superflex, but I traded for Mike Evans because I felt like I needed a wide receiver piece on this team, and I traded away Baker Mayfield. So without saying picks involved there, how do you guys feel about that?
Who are your other quarterbacks?
On in a 10 team. In a 10 team,
It's a 10, yeah.
I have Mahomes, Goff, and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, give me Evans.
What
Evans
does
all day.
Mike Evans have to do?
I want that wide receiver 1, not the wide receiver A.
Yes.
I mean, though, yeah, but with that quarterback depth, it's stupid not to take Evans.
So,
Well, I don't know about that.
I would have given up any of the quarterbacks other than Mahomes for Evans, just because of the depth. I think it's all a wash between Watson, Goff, and Baker at this point.
this other team is quarterback needy as well. Even in the 10 team, they didn't address it like they should have. Right? I'll put it that way. And this is a few years into this dynasty, and I felt like even when I didn't need quarterbacks, I continued to take them just because of what they're worth. Is this giving that team a discount at all just because I felt like I needed the wide receiver?
Probably.
10 team, 12 team changed that a little bit for you. I get everybody, or it seemed like a lot of people were kind of okay going the Evans side there, but is it to the point where you feel like, do I have to give this team a discount just so I can get the player I want to, even though I know, like, is Baker worth more to you guys in Superflex than Mike Evans, even in 10 team?
Not a 10 team, at least for me. I'll take
the
large. I mean, you guys know that. Obviously, the larger the league, the more valuable the quarterback is. But 10 team, 20 quarterbacks are starting, so you've still got 12 guys that can be on your bench. It's not bad. I would rather have Mike Evans.
Yeah, and I think one of the questions that you have to ask yourself is, like, hey, I don't want to give a discount just because I have a surplus, right? So, what is the value of having Mike Evans as one of your starting receivers versus what you think either Baker becomes or is now? I'd like to think, and it took me a long time to finally come to this, but I like to think that Mike Evans gives you that boost that you want and gives you the capability, specifically in the 10-team league, to probably the upgrade that's like, okay, yeah, now we're in business. Like, let's really do some things here. All right, so I guess he didn't like my answer. Forget you two, drink, sucker.
Yeah, he's out. He
I
gone.
won't talk to you no way.
I would. There's less wide receiver ones in a 10-team league than there's QB ones. So I would rather the Evans side in that situation, especially with the depth that he has.
I kind of looked at it. I went to neutrality here. I used I'll plug a dynasty trade calculator called the Mike Evans side. Much more. Well, not much more. It's like it's a fair trade. The Mike Evans side has more value.
I think
for what
at
it's
this
worth.
point, that would serve to be true, just given the first 4 weeks and what we've seen from Baker. However, week 4 seemed more promising than other weeks. That is for sure. The man acted like he had 5 to 6 men blocking for him every single play, and he stayed in that area for a respectable amount of time before throwing completions, incompletions, and interceptions. But man, it was just so cool to see him just stay in the pocket. It was so hard to watch that. What was that? The Monday night game. They just every single time just fade to the right. And I couldn't believe that an NFL quarterback like him was doing that. So
let's not all put it on him. Though.
How much?
Like, Freddie Kitchens was pretty bad play calling those first couple weeks.
But there's no play in the playbook. Well, there is, but there wasn't a lot of them that said drift to the right, escape the pocket, and try to make a play.
No, I understand what you're saying. But Kitchens' play calling, I don't think was helping him out either.
I'm with you. I believe you. Yeah.
I mean, 4th and 9, and you run a draw.
Draw play. Yeah.
I'm not even a Browns fan, and I wanted to throw my goddamn remote control at TV.
That one was funny. I believe that was the first draw play since statistics have been recorded from like 2000, or a draw play on 4th and 9 or longer. So
it's like, here, we don't want to win.
He made history. Freddie Kitchens is making history in Cleveland.
Come on, man.
Legendary.
Good job, man.
Ooh.
Get that man an air fryer.
Ooh, that Galladay touchdown, the second touchdown where he drugged the foot, just popped up on the NFL Network.
Oh, that was purdy.
So nasty.
I still think he had 3.
Oh, yeah, they should have called the first one a touchdown.
I feel like we're going to have Galladay conversations like we do Mike Evans conversations someday. What does he have to do?
Who's going to be the wide receiver B there?
TJ Hawkins, dude, oh man, I felt so bad for that dude when he knocked himself out.
Okay, so that play,
I was joking. Don't get upset. Jeez,
no, I'm not mad. No, it's like when you're playing Madden and you mean to hit the circle and do a spin move and you accidentally hit the triangle and you just leap randomly and get blown the fuck up. That's what happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well wishes to the Hockaburger Deluxe. Not sure what that will be this season for him. I don't know. I look nasty.
So do y'all think which that just popped up on NFL Network. Do y'all think the Burfict suspension was worthy enough? Do you think it was because of the hit, or do you think it was because of all the extracurricular activities after where he's blowing kisses and waving and stuff to the fans?
I think it's not his first time.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned it on the podcast this week. It's like a kid in a classroom. Gabe, you're a teacher. I'm a teacher. We can figure this out. Bad kid does bad things. Hangs out with the bad crew. They do something stupid. Sorry, man. Your track record led to this.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think you can treat it like a new situation every time that it happens. So.
No, I agree, but I also think that, like, even Jack, which I don't know if Jack Doyle's just saying it because he's trying to protect the fellow player, which I don't know why you would try to protect him. But he was like, "Oh, I just got tackled like a normal tackle," and I'm like, "Come on, Jack. Like, let's be honest. That dude launched at you with the crown of his helmet, and then he after he got ejected was blowing kisses.
It's pretty awful.
I don't think the blowing the kisses had anything to do with it, though. I mean, the suspension. I just think it's another dirty hit on Perfect.
But that's what I'm saying. Like on Good Morning Football this morning, they were talking about how like some people were saying it wasn't necessarily the worst hit that he's ever had, and the reason why.
Yeah, but we're at this time now. It's where that's not the worst hit he's had, so it shows you how bad of hits he's had.
No, I agree, but I'm saying they're saying that some of it could have been from the fact of how he wasn't showing remorse. You know, and they're trying to protect these players, and this dude's out here blowing kisses and stuff after he gets ejected for a helmet-to-helmet hit.
No, I think that's perfect being perfect, sadly. So stick a fork in it, man. Good riddance. I wish him well.
He's gonna look good in the XFL.
Oh, he's gonna look fantastic. Look absolutely fantastic. One thing I'd love to get your all's perspective of is the reemergence, if you will, of the beloved. I guess this is a shoe-ball centric podcast right now. The resurgence of one Leonard Fournette.
Still without a touchdown.
Still no touchdowns, which is kind of a bummer. However, with that being said, he's tied for 11th in points per game right now with no touchdowns. Just a lot of work on the ground. A few receptions for not very many yards. He's got 16 for 114. That's pretty good. I think most of that came on a specific one. Anyway, that's besides the point. Leonard Fournette or early 2021.
Oh.
Oh wow, got you guys in the fields with this one.
Yeah.
I did not anticipate that.
Fournette.
I was expecting a lot of Fournette hate right now.
I'll take Fournette.
Okay,
man, that's tough. Is the first early?
Yeah, let's go.
How early
is
is early?
Top. Let's call it a top 5.
Can we lock it in, J Mike? Come on.
No, I can't lock it in. I'm throwing thoughts out there. What do you guys think about a top 5? Top 5 2020 pick.
I still want Fournette.
I'll take the pick. I'll take the pick.
Fournette's proven. I don't like picks.
It's a loaded class. I'm usually like
I don't care.
I'm usually get take Ray on my picks, but
yeah, LeCron Troyell was a loaded class. Like, give me the guy that's going to produce, that has produced. Yeah, so he gets hurt.
Federal was in a loaded class.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, he was a top pick coming out that year. Like, you don't know what these dudes are coming out.
I have no idea what happened.
Early 2021.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the first.
I knew I liked this guy. That's exactly what my response. That slow, like, okay, I'll take the pick.
That thinking right there is why you're 0-4 in Scott Fishbowl.
Oh,
no,
dang.
Drew Brees, Sam Darnold were the reason I'm 0-4 in Scott Fishbowl.
I thought he was about to blame Scott.
I just blow $100 on Mason Rudolph.
Your neck.
No, and Frank, I'm so glad you brought this up. When it comes to Fournette, when you said he's proven, and it's like, yep, you're 100% correct. He's proven that he will burn you as soon as he gives you some viable weeks, season in and season out, which is really frustrating for me because I like Fournette a lot, and obviously he plays for the team that I root for. But this feels like as good of a sell window as you're probably going to get this season for Fournette. So if you're in your camp, obviously keeping him would be great, but I can also understand going after one of those early 2021st if you're feeling either you're loaded at running back or you feel comfortable with scooping up some of those guys later on. So, in the draft, I mean, next year. I feel like he's a really interesting sell point or price point right now for people.
Right before week 1 in a 14 team, I sold Fournette for Mark Ingram in a first, and I'll definitely do that again right now, even in Dynasty.
So you did what to drink?
Right before week 1 started in a 14 team super flex, I traded Leonard Fournette for Mark Ingram in a 2021st.
Oh, yeah, that worked out really well for you.
Easily.
Am I buying at that price? Probably
What
not.
are the Jags
Crenshaw,
fans
no.
doing? Yeah, I was like, if you're a team that's going to have a top 5 pick, are you buying Fournette? Because I'm not buying Fournette if I'm a low team. I'll take the pick and go with the rook, but
I'll wait and then take Fournette plus something when the rookie draft is going on if I really want him.
yeah.
So I think I could move like the 103, 104 for Fournette in a second, probably pretty easy on rookie draft day.
I'm a little surprised that the selling point is for a first. I don't have Fournette rostered anywhere, so I mostly because I've never wanted to. I don't think that he peaked already in value, and there's no reason to return to, and not in value necessarily, just in production. I think he already peaked in production for his career. I figured he could have a good year or two in him, but just the way that he runs, how big he is, the lower body injuries, it's just really hard to survive in the NFL as a running back like that, unless you're just truly elite, which I don't know if we can classify him as such. But as far as the trade goes, I'm surprised that a 2021st is the market. I figured with these first 4 weeks and kind of adding on to the fact like, hey, he doesn't have any touchdown and he's still a top 10 back. Like, can I get, a 2022nd on top of it? That would interest me more. But then again, like I don't roster him anywhere. So I'm not even sure what I'd want to sell for, and nor would I ever want to acquire. So,
but he said an early 2021st, right? Like if we somehow know,
J-Mike, we don't know that.
I get that, and I get that. But if you're telling me that, and we know somehow, or we play like the NBA where that shit's protected, it's a protected first round pick because it's got to be the top 3, or you own 7 of them motherfuckers, and no matter what, I'm gonna get like a top 3 pick from you. I think value alone come draft day is worth way more than Fournette, even if he kind of continues on. The offensive line was supposed to be much better. Like I'm here, just south of Jacksonville. I work in Jacksonville, so I get local media and it's all that buzz. Like we thought the O-line was going to be way better, right? Than it showed so far. I think you were expecting more out of Fournette. I'm not saying we were expecting 225 every game, but you were expecting a lot more than first 3 weeks where he'd give you 13 rushes for about 25 yards and then break one, for 60 yards or whatever on you.
No. That Thursday night game, it was like 15 rushes for -1 yard.
Right.
And then he broke like that 65-yarder.
Yeah.
So
Tennessee's run defense is good, but I mean, still.
I was just saying, Gabe, to your point where you're saying like he peaked, I think if you were a Fournette owner, you kind of felt like going into this season, I might have got to that, not already missed it. So so at this point, Gabe, you think you've missed that boat if you're here to sell Fournette at the highest level? There's not another upswing for you. Okay.
No, it was already in
the 225 is where you need to do it now if you still have them.
Yeah, this could also. I mean, I guess this could also be his peak. I think he literally just kind of plateaus this season.
Right.
I think he just like does enough, and he can hover around that, RB 12 to RB 18 kind of all year and just be that. But like we had him so much higher 2 years ago. And that's what people remember if you were playing 2 years ago. So
I took him at the 12 turn,
again.
the 1-2 turn in a startup dynasty, like super flex event. You know what I mean? So, I'm never getting that back.
No, exactly. That's where he peaked.
Yeah. Okay. What about Raquel Armstead still in that? It sounds like a girl's name when I say it. I don't know how to say it. It's Rockwell. Is that better? Armstead stole the touchdown in that game. Do you think you start to see? I like how you said it way more. Do you think we start to see more of him to spell Fournette a little bit, just so we extend that? Because regardless, if you get more than 13 games out of Fournette, I think you should count your blessings. But now that the rookies kind of got a little bit more chance to learn the system, even with Minshew, do we see more Armstead moving forward? Is that a handcuff you guys need to go get if you're still rostering Fournette?
No, not a handcuff. I mean, I would honestly, if I were a Fournette owner, I would be happy that Armstead is in there.
Okay.
Because I mean, Fournette was playing like 100% of the
Correct.
snaps in the first 3 weeks.
Like him and McCaffrey were stupid numbers.
McCaffrey, I don't know. I think we all trust him a little bit more than Fournette as far as injuries go, but it could happen at any given moment. But I would just trust McCaffrey so much more. And so for Armstead to be in there, I would be much happier because there is less likelihood that he will get injured. And yeah, he's taking snaps away, but I mean, I haven't looked at snaps yet for that game, but I'd imagine he was still above 70.
Low. Oh yeah. For that was still very high.
Yeah.
Armstead literally came in like not much more than that one series that just happened to be the one where he stole the touchdown catch. You know what I mean? Even if Fournette's in the game, that's probably not the play they run at that point, which is why he was there.
Yeah.
The 3-down guy, I mean, this year.
Sure. But I mean, that's Raquel Armstead caught that like in the back of the end zone, like on a late drag or whatever. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's probably not the route we see Fournette in there running. That's why he's in there. Fournette's in there. They're running power.
Yeah, 84% snaps in that game, which is
still stupid high. Like
so
he
much
can't
lower
hold up
than
to
his
that,
other
dude.
3 games. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want longevity in Fournette this year, I would hope for 70 to 75%. And I think Armstead played well enough to possibly kind of hold those snaps together. So yeah, I mean, and he can catch passes. You're right, but he's not going to catch passes like the elite guys are, and that's why we're never going to have him in that category again. Because he's not going to catch passes like cheat codes, Kamara and Calf, and even Zeke's going to have more receptions, and David Johnson, but all these guys are going to have just so many more receptions. So if you're going to rely on Fournette for the ground game, I just don't really think that we can do that accurately.
I have a question about selling high, which we're talking about Fournette. I just got an offer for Dalvin Cook.
Nope.
And it's Eckler and Odell. No, I'm not going to. But my question is, how do y'all feel about Eckler? I'm not doing it. Trust me, I already told him no. I'm just saying, like the fact that the guys trying to get rid of Eckler should tell you something, correct? Because I've seen a couple trades with Eckler this week in other leagues. Do we think it's a 60-40 split? Like, where are y'all's thoughts on the Eckler situation? Because I don't know what to think about it. I don't know if they're going to let Melvin come in and he's 80-20 or what.
I'd go and buy.
You'd buy Eckler.
Mm-hmm.
What are you buying, Eckler? Or are you buying Cook?
Yes.
I would be selling Cook, I'm saying. And I'm not doing that for Eckler and Odell.
I think
I'd do that.
I think I make that trade too. Yeah, man.
I got a thing for Odell though, so it's unfair. But I mean, Eckler is just.
I love Dalvin so much. I kind of want to do it though. It's OBJ. I think I can get different return on OBJ if I don't like that as a player. I wish it was somebody that played more than 55% of his fucking games since he's been in, and I can rely on him to put in my lineup. But
it's OBJ.
I think OBJ and Dalvin are at least close. Right? I don't give a fuck about Eckler for a minute, right? I think OBJ and Dalvin are at least close in the most minds, like in Dynasty. So Eckler's like the free piece almost there. And man, I don't want to trade Dalvin. I don't.
Oh, and this is not Dynasty. This is redraft. Does that change this at all?
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm going to take Dalvin. You got to lead with the important fucking shit, bro.
I'm still in redraft mode currently.
Okay.
I mean, it's all weekly right now, but yeah, I need more information. We redraft.
It's redraft.
Yeah, it's Dalvin, and
it's got to be Dalvin.
It's not super close to me,
and that's what I'm saying. Are you buying Eckler in a redraft league?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I
in a redraft
not yet. I don't think I'm going to pay for Eckler right now.
I think Eckler's got a couple weeks. I mean, I don't think Gordon's going to come in and be in shape. I mean, we saw Zeke. It took 2 weeks to get back to his full work. There's still time with Eckler, but In a redraft league, I'll take the proven commodity and Cook.
I'm not sure if we know what it's going to look like with Gordon and Eckler on the field this time around. Eckler was already kind of elite as a
they don't go away from him totally.
As a side piece in that offense last year. And now he's had a good, 4 weeks, and are they just going to kick him to the curb, or are they going to kind of split it a bit more? Are they going to run Mel into the ground because they're trying to get rid of him? They're fine with the whatever running back that they have on the team kind of thing. But
right.
I would imagine that they
Eckler the running back 1 next year. Dynasty. I mean, I know Frank's redraft.
No, I think if well, we still have a year of Melvin after this year, correct?
Yeah, this year, but yes, we do.
Yeah, he's still got to do it next year too.
Yeah, so
I fucking hold out again.
That's when he would hold out, and it would help his case, I guess, or whatever. I think you know what.
That's fair.
I
50-50 split game.
I don't think it's that necessarily. I just don't think that we know what this is going to be now that we've seen this success in 4 weeks. Respectler.
I'll say this game. I agree with you, Gabe. Like, there's no reason to take that dude off the field completely because he's proven that he's a animal. And then also, like, Travis Benjamin's hurt, Hunter Henry's hurt, Mike Williams is hurt. So you're gonna take a guy off the field that's been productive?
Yeah. I mean that's your wide receiver too.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're 1B.
Productive last year with Mike or with Melvin in the game too.
Exactly. I mean, he was borderline RB2, wasn't he?
To a 50-50 split. Especially for the first maybe 4 weeks, for the first month, maybe till November.
But regardless, you got to think production will come down a little bit from what it's been just because Melvin's there. So do you buy it now or do you wait until after they play Denver this week? And are you hoping for a down game from Eckler to pounce on that, what you think, will return to the norm? Or are you willing to miss out on Eckler continuing this pace and then be like, nope, look, it's still his show? Would you go, you think it's smarter to buy Eckler right now or in 5 days? Because that game I think will make a big difference.
No, I think it's smarter to buy him in maybe after 2 games.
Okay.
Because I don't think Melvin maybe plays as much as everybody thinks he's going to play this week. Like, oh my God, Melvin's active. Maybe in 2 weeks they play Melvin and it's like 70-30 or 65-35. And then people are like, the Eckler owners are like, oh shit, Melvin's back. Like, what are we going to do with Eckler? Like, let's get rid of him now. But Melvin's probably going to get hurt at some point in time with a hamstring. Like, let's be honest. The dude's never he's never had a healthy season and played 16 games when he didn't hold out. So now he's held out, and we don't know what condition he's in. So who knows?
He's been working on his fitness, bro. You don't know.
he's never played a full 16 games when he was in doing all the stuff.
He doesn't have to do it now. He already skipped those.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, he's not going to play 16 games this year.
Maybe he did skip those already. But I'm just saying he's prone when he gets hit a lot that he's going to go and get some kind of injury where he's going to have to miss time.
So then you're proponent for buying Eckler.
Yes, I'm not buying him for Dalvin, but yes.
Mistake here from at least me. I was confused with the holdout scenario that if he were to hold out, he would still be in the on the team next year. So that's what I was thinking in my mind. But since he is reporting this year, then he is a free agent after the end of the year per FF Trader Joe.
Then you know it's legit.
Spot rack analysis.
Appreciate you.
Phenomenon.
So Eckler,
Thank you.
Next year.
Joe. So back to your question, Renshaw. Is he the RB1? No. They're going to draft one in his class. But
and they don't even have to do
the
RBA.
See though, do they draft one though?
Oh yeah.
Why? They have Justin Jackson.
Why not?
Because they have Justin Jackson and Eckler.
Eckler was undrafted.
they
Justin
don't have to do it
Jackson was a
early.
7th-round pick.
Right.
This
but
class
they're
is
productive in
fucking
this offense
insane.
already.
You don't think they're going to spend at least a 4th-round pick on a running back?
They're productive in this offense already.
I know, but why not?
Adding
They
somebody.
might spend a 4th-round pick, yeah, but does that 4th-round pick?
Troy Maine Pope
take it
just
from
scored a
Eckler?
fucking touchdown on Sunday. They're
Right.
adding a running back in this draft.
I still don't think, if they draft a 4th or 5th round running back, maybe he doesn't take it from Eckler right away.
Maybe not. Yeah. I feel you. And we don't know what happened with Gordon. Maybe they somehow find the money to sign him. I don't know about
No
that.
chance. Nah, he's gone.
No, it's gone.
No, deuces.
Yeah. What Zach says here, this is so incredibly true. I mean, I don't think anyone is safe. I think everyone's going to get Trey Mason this year in this draft class, man. I am. Oh my
Trey
god.
Right.
Jesus.
No, it's true.
Poor Trey Mason. All right.
Gurley's going to get Trey Mason, man. It's going to become the Gurley.
Ouch.
So, how many teams legitimately are going to draft her? Like Houston,
32.
Chargers,
Tampa.
Tampa.
You mean situations where like someone can come out the gate and be viable? Is that what you're referring to, Frank?
Yes, Houston, Chargers, Tampa.
Ooh, J Mike's so angry, but he knows it's true.
The 49ers.
I mean, my man's been productive, so there's nothing to argue with right now.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of
He's
other
doing
teams.
well.
It got me.
He's
The
doing well.
Bills.
Jacksonville.
The Bills will.
Bills.
I could see the Jets doing it.
What, Le'Veon there?
Dolphins.
Patriots. Dolphins. Let's name everybody. Ready? Go, guys.
Right. I know. I'm telling you.
Cowboys, Eagles, Bears, Packers, Dolphins.
It's seriously going to destroy people.
We
crazy.
may draft one. Yes, we may.
It might be easier to name the teams that won't until
Right.
like the 5th
Dallas.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
Right, exactly. It's gonna be
Sean Payton's always going to draft some running back. It doesn't matter what it is. Every year he drafts a running back for some reason.
Fucking Latavius.
It's a bunch of really good players.
Bullshit.
and Sean Payton tends to be very productive with them regardless. So if whoever goes to New Orleans, scoop them up too. The class is set to be sick. I don't know. Obviously, it's early. We'll see. That's fun though. That's fun to anticipate.
Do you
People
think it's
not
easier to
declaring
name the
is gonna
teams that-
freak a lot of people out.
Yeah, Zach, that's probably it right there. Giants end of list as far as teams that don't need to draft a running back.
Dallas
And they
isn't
will
drafting
still
a
take one.
running back.
Carolina's
Wayne
not
Gallman
drafting
goes.
one.
Yes, they are.
No.
Next question.
For what? They give McCaffrey every other thing. What are they going to draft a running back for?
Because there's 1,000 of them out
Because holy
They're-
team running is 40. That's why.
It really is so interesting when you look at their depth chart, though. Like, well, not even necessarily the depth chart, but Reggie Bonifant. And I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with Reggie Bonifant.
I was gonna say, what's
But
the fucker's
legitimately-
name? Is the only one that has done anything else on there?
I'm
glad you looked
died
it
for
up.
He's got like-
Bonifant, J
he's got
Mike.
like-
Come on,
yeah,
he's
man.
got like five.
Yeah,
he's got
man.
5 snaps or whatever. For
Listen, listen.
Where'd he
Reggie
go to
Bonifant
school?
was-
Don't look at it.
He went to Louisville, and this is how
Well,
I
you're
know.
looking at
Obviously-
it. You're the only one,
No,
cheater.
I'm from
No, he would know
Listen,
that.
What a
I
cheater
have a-
bug.
yeah,
but
I
he's
have a
looking
story.
at
I
it.
have a
I
story
can
for you.
see him.
I'm not
We
looking
can
at
see
it.
it in your class.
See him.
Cheater.
Right? I
You
can
see it in
it.
my glasses.
You see the reflection of your computer screen, you cheater.
Yeah, and it says Reggie Bonifant in my glasses.
I
I'm
can
so
see
glad.
it.
Yeah,
you're
it
out
says
there.
Reggie Bonifant, Louisville, right
I can't see my
One line to the
computer.
other.
I'm so full of it. So full of it.
there. Yeah, I'm 40.
Reggie,
I'm 42 pool waters in, so we're good.
Reggie Bonifant was the quarterback
Police.
for Louisville. Poolies, yeah, 42 Poolies.
I'm going on.
Was the quarterback at Louisville who ended up basically getting Wally Pipp for Lamar Jackson. That's
Wow,
that's
dude,
how I remember Reggie Bonifant.
Dude, I haven't heard the term Wally piffed more than I have in the last like week and a half because of what's going on in the NFL.
Yeah,
I love it though.
but Reggie Bonifant, is the backup to Christian McCaffrey. So yeah, they're drafting a running.
And he's got what,
Oh,
5
4
snaps this year?
touches.
Yeah, he's got
4.
5
I
snaps.
think it's 4.
Something gross. Trader Joe says the Browns aren't drafting one either. They do have like
False.
50 guys at this point.
Yeah, they will.
Take one too.
They'll draft a running back with the pick that they get from trading Kareem Hunt when he comes back out of suspension.
Well, why wouldn't you just keep him?
Is
then?
Kareem Hunt?
I was just
free
about to
agent?
say.
Yeah, they
He's
signed him to a
free
1-year
agent.
deal.
I think he signed a
1-year
1-year deal.
Yeah, they're definitely
Hey,
trying to
Trader
this
Joe,
is
look,
1
Trader
year.
Joe, look it up. I think they own his rights next year too, if they want him.
Why don't you look it up? Don't make somebody else look it up.
That's
'Cause
our
that
brand.
dude knows
though.
his shit, bro.
We can't say that the Browns are drafting one, J Mike. That's Wubba Lubba Chub season, baby.
You're right.
It doesn't have to take away from him.
Boy, what a
Hunt's
game.
only under contract for this year, but he is a restricted free agent. Keep that in mind.
Did Trader Joe say that?
No, I've just looked it up.
Yes, he did.
I don't believe you.
Check again. Yes,
Well,
he
if
did.
What a game Chubb had this week.
Yep, there you have it. Trader Joe's on it. He's a man.
So ready.
Did you appreciate it? Did you guys see that on like the 80-yard run? The DB like just gave up around the 50. He almost even had the angle, and he's like, "I'm not fucking catching him." He just stopped.
He came out and said that.
No, I'm good.
He said, "I don't want to pull my hamstring. I'm not chasing him."
"Oh, for real? I didn't hear that." That's the one where he like
Yeah.
that was the fastest carry, like 21.95 miles per hour this year.
Yeah.
The DBs
It was
are like,
Baker Mayfield's
no.
like third fastest run too, chasing him down.
I saw that it's like almost 19 miles an hour. He's back there celebrating.
Yeah.
So can we talk about something that I saw earlier today on NFL Network that
I
they're
mean, I
talking about?
fucking guess.
The Patriots in redraft, if you play with defense, the Patriots defense would be the QB5, the RB4, the wide receiver 3, or the tight end 1. Is that not fucking wild to you? That the Patriots defense is like
They play in the AFC East. Fuck off.
Yeah. They get the Jets and the
Oh.
Dolphins 4 times.
the
2020
forget.
first or New England Patriots defense.
That's for you, Frank. You know it. Get the fuck out.
Patriots
What did you
defense.
I mean, they are scoring like crazy, Frank. Just to your point, they're
Stop
pretty
playing with
successful.
fucking defenses.
Well, there's that
Stop.
too. But
It's a redraft
Dude,
league. You can't
everybody-
trade for
everybody's-
defense.
Everybody's got home leagues that these losers still play with defenses and kickers. Like
I hate it. I have one. I try every year. Get this shit out of here.
I do too.
Yep.
Give me an
I
extra
got them
flex.
to move the fat budget this season, and now they're all talking about going back away from fat budget because they don't like it.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's working
can't-
backwards.
So, all right. So, how did you talk them into fab? Because I've had a home league that I can't do it for 3
It took
years.
me 8 years to talk them
All
into fat budget.
Fuck.
I would literally just
This
say
is year 3
I
of
would,
this one.
literally just send the same thing about fat budget, like how it worked, and then I had to like at the draft, I'd be like, "Hey man, like
Yep.
I'd stand up and be like, "Look, this is how it works," and they'd be like, we don't know, let's vote on it," and then nobody would vote. Well, finally, like people got screwed last year.
Can't get
Like,
it. to
guys
the
that were
vote.
like 5 that would lose a player wouldn't get them, and then I'd be like, I'd just be like in a group chat, I'd be like, fat budget, you'd have a chance to get them. So like this year they voted for it. So just use it as
Keep on
advantage
it.
when something happens.
Yep.
Like, hey, if you had fat budget, you could get your handcuff because your RB1 went down for the year with an ACL injury. But now you can't because you're
Keep
6-0. You just got to pound
Yep.
it in. You just got to keep pounding it into them until they just agree. I'm trying to get rid of kicker and defense, add a flex, and add a quarterback. So that'll be another 8 years before that happens. So
I need a better plan than Frank's. Can anybody help me? I'm leaving it before I wait another 5 years. Like, find new friends, get a new job. I don't know what I need to do, but it's that important.
Two Drinks is going to walk into Buffalo Wild Wings next August and be like, hey, anybody
Right.
have a fantasy draft that's got a spot open? Because I
that you
need some
have
new
fab in.
friends.
I need fab in my life.
Hey, what's your rules? No fab amount, man. All right.
Next.
Standard league? No, thank you.
Not much on the waiver wire this week, it seems.
I don't know. Somebody dropped Mike Williams in
Renegade
my
this
home
week.
league, so I'm picking him up.
Gabe.
Give me him. Spill it over to the open bar, would you?
Dawson Knox,
Fuck, I listened to that today.
Owned in 20
Yeah, I can't remember.
9.
Okay.
Do we believe in
And,
Dawson Knox? Wait, do we
Yep.
believe in Dawson Knox, though,
I don't
without
know.
Josh Allen?
I believe in Dawson Knox this
Yep.
week. Absolutely. They play Of the 4 weeks they've played, they've given up a touchdown in 3 of them. And the one they didn't give up a touchdown to, they gave up 150 yards to Austin Hooper.
I agree.
I heard that
if Josh
Moonshot
Allen's playing,
Renegades today.
if Josh Allen's playing, if it's Barkley, I don't know if I can trust him.
Matt Barkley at quarterback.
Even more so to trust Knox.
Right? Let me upgrade you, grade you. 100%. Yeah, give me all the Dawson Knox. I'll take it.
I have Dawson Knox in like almost every dynasty league I have Dawson Knox in almost every dynasty league I have, but I'm just saying, I don't know if I trust Matt Barkley.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't trust Matt.
I don't think Matt
Barkley.
Trusts himself either.
Unbelievable. So disrespectful.
He's a poor man's Nathan Peterman.
Whoa.
Antonio Callaway was the other one, Gabe.
Yeah, disrespectful now.
How many times do you let him
Did
somebody?
you watch Hard Knocks?
26% of the league.
Apparently, John Gruden thinks Nathan Peterman's the future because he was shitting on John Glennon, and then every time Nathan Peterman threw a 4-yard out route, he was like, "All right, Nate, knock on wood if you hear me." Like, shut up, John Gruden. Guy's got more interceptions than he does completions in a regular season, and you think this dude's the future. Sorry.
Okay. Keep going. I like Dawson Knox too, but I don't care about rookie tight ends as much, so I'm a little hesitant. But I do like him in Dynasty big time. But I'm curious to see what he can do for the season. Keep going.
I only talk Dynasty. And then Antonio Callaway was my coming back. Nona Joku, Landry coming back from a concussion. He's only like 36% of leagues.
I like it.
So Ricky Steals-Jones is dead, you're saying?
Is Higgins also dead?
Yeah.
Short-lived
too.
week 4. He finally came. Pause. Made it for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so but we can talk about Antonio Callaway. No love for Higgins. I mean, I guess he hasn't really been playing.
Higgins has a with the concussion.
Go shake your head.
Level doesn't hold a candle to Callaway.
I love you, Jim Max. Just kidding.
Dude, Joe Burrow's about to tear Florida's defense up. Sorry, Gabe. He was doing that stupid gator chop, whatever stupid thing they do over there to make themselves feel good when they lose games every year.
Dang. Shots all the way fired.
You finally got a fucking quarterback, and now you want to talk shit. The first time you guys throwing the ball in like 19 fucking years.
We're still going to lose to Bama. We're still going to lose to Bama, but it doesn't matter. I tell all my friends that. All my friends are like, oh, my God, Joe Burrow, Heisman winner. I'm like, calm down. We played Vandy and 3 FCS teams. Like, let him get into the SEC and play somebody, and we'll see if he's any good. And if he beats Bama, then I'll get excited. But I don't get excited for LSU football like everybody else does around here until we beat Bama.
Because it doesn't matter either. Because
it doesn't matter until we beat Alabama.
Fucking coach, your fucking coach is Cookie Monster, bro. I can't even take you serious.
Go Tigers!
Go Tigers!
Who's all about cookies?
Football.
Go Tigers!
You're just trying to win games here in the Bayou.
Speaking of, if I could start a petition, to get rid of,
I like French fried taters.
I want to cover
throw them in the air fryer.
If I could start a petition to get rid of Chris Collinsworth and Booger McFarland off of my TV set during football games, like I would do it right now and have everybody sign it that I could. That's some of the worst.
I'm not signing it. I want Booger back in the Mobile.
Dude,
take him
that was the worst. No way.
Better. That little like oh shit moment when it took off and he wasn't ready for it. That made my day every time. Like, but
what about the people that spent $1,000 to sit on the 50-yard line?
TV behind you. Get the fuck out. I don't give a shit. That's why you should watch that shit at home.
Jason Witten even was like, "Look,
give me more Booger.
I got to go back and play with Dallas." Chris Collinsworth is the worst.
Really?
Hot take. I like both of them a lot,
right?
Actually, both of them.
Chris Collinsworth. You crazy. Gator. Fucking throw it out there.
You like that? You like that booger sugar, J Mike?
I do like that booger
sugar.
Bring me
You
out
know
the booger sugar.
Booger's from LSU, so like he's all over local radio. Like they always interview him, and he's fine in interviews. But like when he gets on the TV, it's just like I don't know what it is. He just gets under my skin when he talks.
Give me that booger sugar. Come here, booger. Yeah, I like both of them a lot. I want to go back to something real quick, selfishly. We were talking about Leonard Fournette, and I've got an offer sitting in my inbox. Yeah, we can't get away.
A lot of Jags talk.
Trade out 6. What up, Outhouse? What up, Hardy? Hope you guys are well. In trade out 6, I've got a team that is pretty much underperforming. I've got a lot of good players on my team, but sent out an offer.
That's a nice way. That's a nice way to say it.
No, it's not the best. Let's be honest.
Alvin Kamara, Nuke Hopkins. I've got OJ Howard, Jeff Diggs, Kerryon Johnson. This is a good team.
You have OJ Howard. OJ Howard is not good.
Oh dang!
I'm not going to fight you over OJ Howard. I don't feel passionate about OJ.
He's like the 4C on that team. If we're talking numbers and
I
letters.
have Jones since he came out.
4C.
All right, Joe. Anywho,
I love you too, Drake. Anyway,
what I originally sent out was Leonard Fournette for Stompy's DJ Chark and a first. Okay, you guys with me still?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm pulling up trade at 6. Go ahead.
2 drink luck.
So what he countered with was this, and there's like a super tight end scoring Puglia.
Puglia.
What he countered with was me sending Leonard Fournette, Cole Hardman, and Dallas Goddard, however you want to get French and crazy with it, for 2021sts. What are your all thoughts?
2 2021st? You broke up a little bit.
2 2021sts.
Whose?
This is huge.
One's mine. I sent him earlier in the year for Alvin Kamara.
So let's be honest.
and what up, Adam Willie?
Goddard's the backup tight end. Yeah, he got a touchdown this week. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Hardeman's values takes a huge dump once Tyreek comes back. And then Fournette, we've already talked about in length tonight. I'm taking the 2021st, and I'm putting them in my bag, and I'm just gonna be happy with it.
Yeah, Jay, your rebuild.
I mean, what are your thoughts, Jay Mike? Do you like me, Cole? Do you think he's got a future? Do you like Goddard? Do you think he has a future?
Yeah, I like them both, and I think that they both have futures. I like both of the offenses that they're on in particular with those quarterbacks.
Sammy's gone next year, right? So that moves into Meiko's role.
Yeah, because he's making too much money.
Yeah.
So I think, Hardman, rising asset, Goddard, rising asset, Leonard Fournette, not so much. I was just curious because that was a very interesting counter. I thought that he said.
How do you feel about your team in that league?
Beginning of the year, I felt really good.
As we all did.
Yeah, right. And let me. Again, no one really cares about my fantasy.
Fuck, you're doing better than me in that league.
My show. And with a crappy amount of points forward. Yeah, I know, right? So I've got
hard, dude.
Fuck you.
Fournette and Freeman, Devonta, that is, Kerryon Johnson, Alvin Kamara. Those are 4 running backs. And I also have Rojo. Show some love. I also have Nuke Hopkins, Steph Diggs. Then I have the likes of like Emmanuel Sanders, Corey Davis, and then it just takes and I have Larry Fitzgerald, the immortal. He's my guy.
Yeah, but Corey's value is going to go up next year when they get a new quarterback. We don't know who that is. but he's going to be better than Mariota. Like
Nick Foles.
I think in the same breath as that Winston. Yeah, no shit.
He's going to Cincinnati. I already told you that shit.
In Division 2.
Pay attention to earlier in the show. He's going to Cincinnati.
Renshaw's is funny.
Cincinnati's not trading AJ Green for Nick.
Dude, it's going to happen, okay? Just like Jimmy G is going to come all the way back from QB 26 to QB 1 before the end of the season.
The Fuego takes her back.
We'll
I hope to not have a bye.
Puglia.
Also not a sponsor of the open bar.
No, but they can be.
That's all we're doing is just eliminating folks tonight. You're welcome.
Sorry, J Mike. We went way past your. Sorry, J Mike. You asked us a legitimate question and we just took it off the rails. I apologize.
Good.
We should have started drinking
You should
before.
never apologize for that.
I need to. Yeah, please don't apologize. Two things. One, to drink. Do you think that the lady who does the reads for you guys could do a read for Puglia? Like, I would have really appreciated it.
We have a couple ladies, so I'm not sure which one because sex sells. You're welcome.
And lastly, Renshaw. I feel like every time we mention Puglia, similar to every time Dynasty Trade Calculator is mentioned on Dynasty Dads, and you bust out your.
Stop guessing. Start calculating.
we need something for Puglia.
On point.
Please. Please and thank
Drink pool water. Get fucked up. But in a sexy woman's voice.
Fuck you, two drink.
I got two more beers to go and we'll talk. Too far.
Right.
So ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby. That's all I'm saying.
But you're
Nope.
not
Not a
drinking
claw.
claws.
It doesn't matter,
It's a
dude. They're the same
Puglia.
fucking thing. They're the same company. They just renamed them. There's no way this is two different companies. Tastes the
You
exact
got a
same.
cluely when you're drinking poolies.
Give at me.
You want me to go make a whiskey on ice?
I'm
the whiskey?
drinking highlights. So
Yeah. What is that? What is that from?
We have,
Saudi
that
Arabia?
on, we have that on tap at a local bar,
Bylaws.
Cigar City, right?
yes, sir. Tampa Bay,
Hey,
Ybor
good
City.
beer.
That's my jam. They got a tasting room. It's only like an hour and a half from me. Oh shit. That's all I got. You should come down. We'll go.
I do need to come to Jacksonville at least for.
We could go to Bold City and
We should-
Intuition.
We should all.
I
meet
want
at
to
the
see
Senior
Jai
Bowl here.
live too. Is that how you pronounce that?
Highlight.
Highlight.
And that's just not really around anymore. But
Is it really not? Because when I was in Miami, it was a bit advertised, and I want.
Ooh,
to,
okay.
go
it's
and
not
see
here.
that. It looks
North
fucking
and
intense.
Central. Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even understand it, but you can
I don't
like
either.
gamble. And I used like it was a long time ago, but I'd throw money on shit. Like I pretended like I was know what I was doing because it was dollar beer night. So we'd go and get hammered and throw a couple of dollars on and rarely win something. But there are people throwing it with like giant like banana slings at the wall for points, like racquetball, maybe. I never
What in the fuck are you talking about?
highlight. Thanks for paying attention.
Yeah, I got that. But you
Hashtag
started
shoe ball.
talking about banana slings and
That's highlight.
racquetball and
Right. Still highlight. Just trying to explain it.
wasn't making any sense.
I don't
Oh, let me
doubt
get
that.
the streaky coolies.
I don't even have to say it anymore. You're welcome.
J Mike, do you need a definitive answer for your trade or for just
Ooh.
the
Totally
the
forgot about that.
team?
Whose fault?
What? Oh my God, Joe. So J Mike, go ahead and say that, and then we're gonna talk about what Joe's saying, spouting in the chat.
No, I don't have anything.
right.
Would you take 2 firsts for Kamara right now, J Mike? Do you feel good about your team?
I don't feel good about my team. I felt really good about them before.
Did you pay 2 firsts for Kamara from Stompy?
Yep, I did. That was in a bigger trade. Yeah.
Right. There's more pieces of. Would you take 2 firsts for him right now?
Alvin?
Yep. Speaking from a guy that has 2 firsts in that league that we are talking about.
If you put it in my inbox, pause, we can certainly see what's up.
Says no.
J-Mac, I wouldn't do that.
Nobody's fucking talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to him. You're
not in this league.
ass up.
You be quiet over there.
You're right. I'm not in Trade Addict 6. I'm in Trade Addict 5, which is better than Trade Addict 6.
That's not even how numbers work, except for 1 and 8.
We just talked about this to start the show.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
5 is better than 6.
A is all that matters.
A is better than B.
1 and A are the only things that matter. Everything else is an afterthought.
Kamara's an animal. If you give him up for 2 firsts, I don't want to say you're stupid, but you're stupid.
Hey, I'm a lot of things, and I've been called a lot worse today, even.
I mean, look, J-Mike, I love you. For giving up, don't give up Kamara, dude. You can't give up Kamara.
I wouldn't do it for 2 firsts. I wouldn't call you an idiot, but I just wouldn't do that for 2 firsts.
I didn't call him an idiot.
Would you need a running back like a Singletary? Would you feel better if I included Devin Singletary in that mix?
Creative and real nasty.
Drink. Wait till you wake up tomorrow and you haven't been drinking all night, and then maybe make a legitimate offer to him for Kamara.
That's not how this fucking works for me. This is when I make the most deals because I don't give a fuck. And I wake up in the morning like, shit, that's probably a good time.
J-Mike, I think you're muted.
Oh, I am? Oh, no, I think my
better now.
There we go.
I saw you dancing and moving fingers, and it sounded like you were saying, or looked like you were saying something.
Dude, give him Minshew and Fournette and a 2/20/20 first. He'll give you Kamara. Deal.
I don't have any of those pieces at all.
Then go get them, and then call it back.
That seems like more work than I'm willing to do. J-Mike, just like if I put Singletary in there now, or Pollard, which you like Singletary better. I can see it in your face and in your glasses.
Why did you want backup running backs?
And 2/21 first?
Yeah, a backup running back in 2/20/20 first for Kamara.
Oh, because I guess Frank Gore lives forever. You know he's going to New England was it the Jets? That's the only 2 other teams he's ready to go. He's going to New England next year just so he can make the AFC East swing. He's not staying there, so Singletary's the dude, right? No? Nobody likes Singletary? Really?
I like Singletary, but we've been through this. There are about 4 teams that are not drafting a running back.
Well, help me for a minute with J-Mike, not him.
No, I'm not going to help you.
J-Mike, 2 drink is right. You know,
Thank you.
2 firsts, man. Like I just said,
plus Singletary.
2 firsts, you're locked and loaded to get 2 guys that are gonna take over an offense and be starting running backs, J-Mike. Okay.
Yeah, or you can end up with Ron Cardwell and freaking whoever else.
We don't try to give up wide receivers.
And from because my team needs a quarterback bad, like for the future. Which is what
I want to stop guessing and I want to start calculating without actually doing anything right now, just because I'm being lazy. I'm not asking you to calculate.
You got any specifics though?
No, just tell me. Going rate on a 12-team super flex league for one Alvin Kamara. If one is going to sell Alvin Kamara, what
hypothetically?
Let me here.
Effort.
2/20/20 first feels pretty good, right? Shh.
I'm gonna bet that's a little short there to drink.
No, we're on the same team. Remember from earlier?
I like you, but your 2/20/20 first are short.
2 drink. It's gonna be like Shark Tank, and all of us are just gonna have to be out because that offer is not valuable enough.
But
my friend,
no, bro.
Your 2/20/20 first and Singletary is an acceptable offer.
It is not.
Yes, it
Renshaw,
is.
get out of here. No, it's not.
I don't agree with it.
Frank, you're not.
more. I'm calculating, and that's what the calculator says.
Well, your calculator's wrong because Kamara
Well,
for Singletary and 2 firsts is not acceptable.
Shout out to the big John Paul Hurley. Is
JP
the open bar. And the rest of the DTC family, Mosier, Justin, Aton, Stompy.
DTC.
As a team, they're unstoppable.
Bull.
Ooh, like that.
No bull.
love it.
Anyway, it's a good fun.
What did they say? You just
Weird.
wanted to say their names, or they said something? You're just saying their names. Yeah, I like that you called him John Paul because that's what I was told. I'm still have to call him. I didn't get to JP yet. Is he like Singletary and 2 firsts for Kamara? I'm sending it. I need a quarterback.
It still says Kamara's more valuable, but it's close enough that it's not a crazy accept.
All right. We'll see.
J Mike, please don't do it.
I'm not making any decisions at the moment. Frank, relax, baby boy.
If you throw
I got
in Tony
fam.
Pollard, it's a fair deal.
I have to throw in Pollard too.
That's
Frank,
2 backups.
I feel like you're too invested in this to give me a rash. You know,
I'm not invested in anything. It's Kamara. It could be McCaffrey. And I'd be telling you the same thing. It's a top tier running back in fantasy for 2 firsts who you have no idea how those 2 dudes are going to pan out.
He's pulling
And 2
Swift
guys
and
that are
Etienne from those 2, and then it's like, whoa. And then I'm pissed. I'm pissed in like 8 months that I did the deal.
No, you're not, because in 16
No, I'm
months,
not.
No, you're not, because you still have Alvin Kamara.
because you still have Alvin Kamara. What a weasel. Drake, you're such a weasel.
You know me too well now.
It made it even for 2 firsts, Singletary and
Pollard.
and Pollard.
Yeah, once Power
Okay,
gets
but-
the field.
so that's where the value.
He got 100 yards the other day.
That's where
They
the value.
played-
Who they
To
play?
be fair.
Miami?
They played the Dolphins.
They played your team.
That's a truth fact.
I think I could get 50 yards against the Dolphins.
Play. I haven't seen you
And
stand up yet, but I'm going to say false.
And,
But play everybody versus.
I could definitely carry 1 time for 5 yards against the Dolphins. No doubt about it.
Frank, you're so falling down as soon as you get the ball. Don't fucking lie.
No doubt, dude. I could get 5 yards to carry. I could get 5
You
yards.
know he's gonna hit that stutter, just
Right.
like 5 of them, and then still don't know which hole, and then just
Fucking annihilated.
I can see that with
going-
Frank. The stutter just like
I'm going straight through the A gap. I'm going straight through the A gap for 5 yards.
No
A
chance.
gap or the B gap, the 1 A gap or the 1
A
B
gap
gap.
or the 1 gap? Which gap?
The 1 A gap.
But
The
fumble
Evans
on the
gap
A
or the
gap.
Galladay gap?
1 A gap. Going right through the Godwin gap.
Oh shit.
Pause.
Boy, what a
Pause,
shit show this
pause.
fucking open bar's been.
Oh, there he goes.
Yep.
Blame J Mike for putting this crew together. Me and 2
This
drink
is
on the
an
same pod.
amazing crew. Even
You're
This
with
is a good
Frank,
crew.
it's awesome.
Oh, fuck you, Wrenches. Look, this
Sorry.
may, who knows, this may be the last pod I'm ever on. I don't know. I may come back to Twitter eventually, but currently this is probably the last pod I'm on. So
this is easily 3 of the open bars most beloved friends, easily. Obviously, Renshaw is alumni with myself, so we hold a very special bond always. To the art dean
Right.
of Swag, Gabe Gearing. Frank, obviously you rock with us long before you had the Twitter the Twitter swag that you have.
when I
All
first came on this show, J Mike, I had like 100 followers.
Yeah. So
You and Gabe gave me my opportunity. Y'all are like my saving
Mom
grace.
spaghetti. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
we were your mom's spaghetti. And of course, Two Drake's like a brother to me as well. He's definitely family. And we always have fun when he's on. So yeah, tonight's been good. This has been
I knew
Are
my
you
last-
introducing our guests right now, J Mike?
an hour and 50 minutes in.
Sheesh. Great hosts ever. I'm the worst.
No, everybody knows who the fuck we were anyway. They opened it up and they saw the three of us. They were like, "Fuck, I guess we can skip the open bar this week."
They'll be
We're out.
back, right?
They'll be back next week with better people. We don't really need to be there for this one.
I guess I could show all their names, whoever they are. There we go. Hey, Frank Renshaw, Two Drink is back.
This is kind of making me miss Twitter and the fantasy fam, dude.
Uh-oh.
Which I want to say, when I left Twitter a month ago, I had 2,004 followers. I checked today, I have 2,056. So apparently a lot of people like that I wasn't around. So
That's the move for the
It's
brand.
the best Frank I've seen in a while.
Dude, I was too deep into it, man. I was doing I was guessing on pods like 3 times a week. I was doing my own pod that I started. I was on Twitter all fucking day. Like, I just had to step away for a little while and just be able to enjoy like football once again.
Grind.
So I may come back, mid-season, but right now,
Just get on a burner.
I think I told Brian this the other day when he hit me up,
Got a
just
couple
asking how
of
it
those.
was. I told Brian, like, if somebody hits me up and asks me to be on a pod, like, depending on who it is, I'll probably do it. Like, y'all ask me, I'll do it. If Brian and Russ asked me, I would do Trade Addicts. There's a couple I would do, but I'm enjoying.
Tell us who you wouldn't do. Tell us who you wouldn't.
I'm not going to do
Breakdown.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us.
not-
Dads?
I'm not
Tell
going to
us.
do that.
Come on.
No, well,
The dads?
I have
Bring the
never
heat.
been asked.
Bring the
I've
heat
never
to
been
the
asked to
open
be on
bar.
the dads.
Oh, here it is.
You know
Yeah, the
what?
dads have a
How
lot
about
of
this?
technical
Nope,
issues.
there's the reason for
I
that.
reached out. Well, you know what? Fuck you two, Drink. I don't want to do your stupid lunch hour show that y'all do anyway that nobody listens to. I did ask Zach to come on, and he told me like, "Oh, we don't have guests, whatever, liar." Shit happens, but it is what it is. Everybody loves me. They know who I am. I come up with
I'll break some
outrageous fucking
the
shit.
open bar.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I need that.
Oh,
No, you won't. No, you fucking won't.
We need that.
The dads are moving studios.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Is this an announcement
Really?
on the open
Yeah.
bar official?
where y'all moving?
This is one of
What?
the studios. We got some new gear. Escapes studio may come back. Look a new spot that we're getting set up. Probably record there next week.
Well, if you need a guest, hit me up.
They don't.
They don't.
Hey,
I'm
I love you, Frank.
I love you too. It's all love, baby. We give each other shit all day. But look, if I didn't give you shit, I wouldn't love you.
Means
The reason I love you.
Gosh, what are we doing?
The people that the
know.
people that hit me up on Twitter and I don't respond to them, they're the ones that know I don't like them. It's okay.
I'm gonna throw this out there, Frank. A wise man told me the other day, and then we can get ready to kick rocks to get up out of here. But I was kind of struggling with something very similar to that with Twitter and the demands that I put on myself for trying to do stuff. Man, the beauty of Twitter is you get to leverage it and do it the way you want to do it, man. So whatever brings you joy, if you don't want to follow certain people, or if you do want to follow certain people, man, customize that thing to where you actually enjoy it, because it should not be something where you feel like you're a slave to it. It should not be something that
I don't
you feel
think-
like away from your day. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying this is something that was told to me to help me feel better. So I hope it helps you as well. Shout out to Robbie Jeffries, friend of the show, out there in
Yes, sir.
Kansas doing things.
Yeah.
He was that told me that and helped me out a lot.
So what's
Yeah.
crazy is this is going to come full circle because you're the one that told me to be careful with the degenerates leagues, and I got way too fucking out of hand with them. And so there's 7 of them.
And listen,
I'm still commissioned. I'm still the commish of all 7. Like if somebody asks me a question, like I'm there for the leagues. Like I made a commitment to them this year, but I'm honestly thinking unless something really changes, like they're probably going away next season. And I feel bad for that, but like
Nope.
I can't fucking do it, man. Like I can't commish those 7 leagues plus do the leagues that I'm in
Too late.
and then enjoy myself. You know what I mean? Like
Tough.
Nope.
I feel bad that I started the leagues and people, but at the same time, like my happiness comes first. So if I keep them next year, I keep them. If I don't, I don't. Either way, like
You're
if
keeping them.
If those 75 or 80 people that are in the leagues decide they want to unfollow me from Twitter, fuck them. Unfollow me. I don't give a fuck at this point. I really don't.
Yeah, you'll get 60 from going away from Twitter.
Followers when you. Yeah, exactly, man.
You know, I don't need
it. You'll probably get more followers for quitting leagues, man.
Yeah. Probably.
You get more than that. You're on Twitter. I'm gonna try that shit out.
I was just too deep into it. And like I realized it like a month ago, like I was watching preseason and I wasn't enjoying anything. And I was like, I want to be able to enjoy the football season. So I stepped away, which I know that if I talked to Tyler from Dynasty Happy Hour, he would bring me right back in to be the sign guy. There's no doubt about it. I told him like, hey man, I want to step away from Twitter a little bit. Like I want to back the fuck away. I want to clear my head and get some thoughts right. And I told Cody that I was doing the pod with, like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I got to get out of this shit. I said I have the open bar that I already committed to, and that's the last one I'm doing until somebody else asks me. So it is who knows? You may see me in 2 weeks, you may see me in 3 months, you may never see me again. Who knows what happens with the whole fuego? I'll be back February on the open bar to give up my 2020 hot takes though.
Yep,
we need that.
I do not want to be on that show.
Don't worry, you won't be.
Gabe, let's get out of here, man.
All right. Well, let's introduce our guests and then tell them to fuck off. Because we can do that all at once on this show. We did not. If you were here at the beginning, thank you for being here.
Still here at the end.
If they were here at the beginning, it's still there's something wrong with them.
Yeah,
they passed out.
Most definitely. But anyway, yes, thank you, and mostly thanks to you three for coming on the show. I'll let y'all do your thing. Frank, we'll start with you since you apparently had places to be. You're trying to get off the show, trying to get off Twitter. So say what you need to say, my friend, and get after him.
First off, Gabe, J. Mike, special place in my heart, fellas. Y'all the first ones that ever gave me. Y'all the first podcast I ever did was the open bar, way back in February. So I appreciate everything y'all done. Y'all kind of propelled me, y'all rocket strapped me to where I am today. I'm gonna get my mind right. Who knows? I may be back, I may not, but we'll see. But you can follow me at Frank Scanduro on Twitter. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Renshaw, go back a ways with WWE League and all the other shit. And Two Drink, you can go fuck yourself. I don't really care. Who cares about Two Drink?
Nobody.
You know I love you, Two Drink. J. Mike,
you.
Gabe, I appreciate
you,
you letting me come back on. I love you too, Jason.
Look at that. All love at the end. That was true. Yeah. We'll segue to you then. Two Drink. When I say two, y'all say drink. Two.
Drink.
Two. He's literally drinking. If you're not watching, that's why you got to be here for him to literally finish a high lie just like that.
Jesus, you need a nipple for that beer, you fucking pussy.
Keep drinking pulleys, you motherfucker. So
it's got more alcohol than whatever you're drinking.
I really doubt it. At FL2 Drink Minimum. That's where you can find me. I'm just here to have a fucking good time. Fuck Frank. He ain't even on Twitter, so it doesn't fucking matter. You can find me at FF_breakdown fantasy football breakdown and do my boy at DFF_swags. That's kind of where it all started. I don't give a fuck on that pod, so don't listen to that one with other people around you because they will think you're fucking weird. Also with him, I do the at Superflex Pod. Shout out to my boy at Steve at the Real Hood Lupka, who had to leave us at the moment. Got a lot of life shit going on, but me and Swags holding it down. fucking bringing all kind of guests. Having a lot of good time, but hit me up. Fuck you, Frank. Renshaw, I'm gonna get you on for a lynch date since Frank don't give a fuck. Had a J Mike and Man Bun on not that long ago on Superflex Pod. J Mike, you're still holding it down with a guest record from here on out because I did not go back to last year. I don't give a fuck. That's not how records work for me and homework.
Shit.
So J Mike, dude, you did really good, and me and Swags totally fucked up that week. So the guest killed it that week on us. No
and Brisket had another good week.
Brisket continues, and I'll be honest, I used Brisket the week before you, I believe, and I've used him since because, like I said, only quarterback with 2 touchdowns every single week this year. Yes, sir. Get yourself some Jacoby Brissett.
Another good week coming, too. He's got a good matchup. Chiefs.
Yeah, right? Like he's going to have to throw. Hilton should be back. Goodness. I don't care about you, Frank. Fuck you. Don't come back to Twitter. Come back to Twitter.
What? How
Doesn't
about
matter.
No. Shut your mouth.
Renshaw, you're coming on a lunch date. I don't give a fuck what you do for work.
We're gonna make a bet right now. Florida versus LSU.
Oh, Jesus.
Florida versus LSU. When LSU beats the fuck out of y'all.
I hate that it's a night game at Death Valley. It's
yeah,
gonna
you know.
Suck,
you fucking know. How about this? Whoever's team loses has to put a dress on and put a picture on Twitter.
A fucking dress. Do you understand how big I am?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I'm getting a dress. Fuck. Fine. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm drunk as shit. I should not take
Air 5, you drunk son of a bitch.
That's gonna be you guys.
Joe Burrow's about to fuck you and make you wear a dress on Twitter, bitch.
Y'all ain't DBU though. We are. Fuck you. I'm drunk as shit.
DBU.
Y'all gonna put that picture
like
of me in
DBU.
That's bad.
No way, y'all TBU.
Renshaw, please start talking. I told you I was gonna finish the 4. Yeah, it's 4 drink minimum. I'm at 8 IPAs. Fucking sweet. Renshaw, please start talking. I'm mute myself.
All right, 2 drink, 8 drink rather. Appreciate you, brother. Renshaw, on to you. What have you got to say to the people?
Yeah, man, this has been fun. I've been always love open bar. J Mike, Gabe. Thanks for having me on. I'm not gonna shit on Frank here, so I'll be the nice guy of the group. You can find me at Renshaw Fantasy.
Fuck you, Frank.
The Dynasty. Him the co-host 1. Justin is the co-host. we will lock that up now at Dynasty Dads.
Holy shit.
It was a great show.
So, yeah.
What a segue an hour and a half later.
All right. Do agree.
We're never the 3 of us are officially never invited back onto this fucking show.
Do agree that it is a good show. Dynasty Dads. All the pods. I mean, besides fucking Frank, because he,
doesn't have one.
But, yeah. So.
Oh, sorry.
Pod and it would get more popular.
That sounded like your Pooley voice right there.
Poolies.
Okay.
I know what it looked like.
I legitimately wasn't gonna drink them, and then y'all gave me shit, so I went and bought a case. That's why I sent y'all the picture in the group chat. I legitimately went at 7:30 and bought a case of Trulies just to drink them. It's the first time I ever had them, and they're delicious.
And call them White Claws.
I recommend Trulies to anybody that is an alcoholic, because after you drink about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, you feel pretty good at the end of the night.
That's what I recommend. Don't drink pool water.
And me looking over here was counting the empty cans. So, J Mike, I love you. I'm sorry. I'll be sober next
I
year.
thought you were counting the leagues that you were leaving next year. All right,
well,
J Mike.
I would count the leagues that you denied your boy coming in. So
J Mike, I sent you 2 first.
Hey, hold up, Frank. But now you see why, right? Now you see why.
No, if you would have joined, I wouldn't have gave him up. But you let me down. You showed you had no faith in me as a commissioner.
Because you just said you were leaving them all.
Well, I don't know if I'm leaving them yet.
Gabe.
I said I don't know what I'm doing.
Where's
You
the
listen?
Where's the GIF?
Mister, let me give you Devin Singletary in 2021st for Alvin Kamara. What a stupid trade.
Renshaw said
Stop
it was
guessing.
close.
Start
Fuck you.
calculating.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the calculator said it still wasn't fair.
Please, it's close.
It wasn't even.
All right, J Mike, you better butt in, bro, or
You can leave us.
we're not gonna have an
right,
opportunity.
man.
we might have to sign up before these guys. So you go ahead.
Fortnite.
my man.
FL 2 drink minimum. I'm not good. Come play me. I'm playing right now. Fuck Frank.
To everybody in the chat, thank you all so much for rocking with us this evening. A lot of fun, a lot of good times had here. Man, yeah, this is the best way to kick off Mocktober. No better way to kick off Mocktober than this episode. To everyone, all of our guests.
What did I pick? Buffalo barbecue, honey barbecue. That's good.
Appreciate y'all
Guys
for joining
know
us this evening. Too much fun. Too much fun. Thank you. Obviously, for everybody that is listening to this in podcast form, we can always obviously check us out 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube Tuesday nights. Never late, always on time. Shout out to Drink for rocking not only the classic open bar tee, but also the open bar Samoa's Tribe tee as well.
What a
The
kiss.
correct winner.
Yes. Only way you
Yeah,
get people to
shout
like
out.
you is buy their t-shirts, you loser.
Shout out.
You
Shout
get
out.
people to follow you by leaving Twitter. Shut your face.
Before
I
too much
leave
slander
Twitter.
happens,
I took a sabbatical.
I'm gonna truncate this close here on Twitter at JMikeCheck. Gabe's on Twitter at FF Man Bun. The show's handles at the Open Bar
You
Pod.
should have done that at the beginning of the pod. That's
Gabe,
such a
just
better look.
Take us home, man.
Dude.
Get us out of here.
I shouldn't be stuttering or they might butt in at any time. All right, boy.
You don't have to
was
stutter
it-
for me to butt in.
Yeah. This was great. It was good times. Good times were had. J Mike has definitely not mentioned the Dynasty Dummy Blitz that he does every week.
But did he do it yet?
He didn't do it yet. He's probably trying to get out right now so he can do it, but y'all keep fucking yapping. All right, so go check out that. They just started the
Sounded
Dummy
dirty.
Funhouse podcast network. Is that right, J Mike? You know what,
Hey,
motherfucker? Check
DFPN,
that
yeah,
shit.
Dummies Funhouse Podcast Network. Yeah, man.
Renshaw, you got a warning, Bucko. All right. Now go check out
What did
that
I
new
do?
network. They got a whole bunch of pods going on there. And then go and check out I don't know, all these guys' podcasts, whatever. I've been doing intros here and there, got a few coming up that shall drop soon, very soon. And if you want one of those, you can hit me up if you'd like. But I'd rather you just come and hang out with us at the bar because that's more fun, less work for me. No, I'm just playing. I like doing the intros. I much appreciate everyone hitting me up for that. But let's get out of here, fellas. I will unmute you now. I'll take you out of timeout, you foolish people. I think you're already unmuted.
Too bad I unmuted myself.
I see that.
You
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a clown.
Oh, joke's on you. I can do it.
All right. We'll see you all next week. Da 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 da. Deuces.